Hey everyone, welcome back. Give me a second, I'm trying to load up YouTube on my tablet here so I can see chat. But for some reason, there we go. Okay. For some reason, it always wants to take its time to load up. Um, just a very quick heads up, you guys are going to hear probably Yuki barking for a little bit. Um, he's being a little nutcase today, but just a heads up, you will hear him in the back. Okay, so before I do that, I did wanted to show you guys I did work a little bit more on the rocks. So all the rocks are done on this side of the page, and I'm just gonna stick this in the back. Um, all the rocks are done. I did most of the houses. I just have like these here and this one. I think I'm gonna change these to a different color. And then there's some like pieces of rock like in the back of some of these that I did forget. But um, for the most part, the rocks are done. And I had started on the water. So we are going to do some of that today. And I think I decided on a blue and purple dragon. Probably more purple-ish. And then I did decide that I was going to go with a gray background, but I think I'm gonna go with like I don't know, I wanted something more ominous. So I was like maybe a dark blue. But then I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna go with the gray. I think I'm gonna go with the gray and then maybe do something cool with the clouds. Um, so I'll probably use neo colors for the background or maybe some watered down acrylic for that. But today I'm gonna do some of the water. And then for like these buildings, I think I want to do them maybe like a gray-ish brown. Kind of similar to what I have here, but maybe instead of like a brown shading, maybe like a gray tint. But before we get into that, in the last stream we were talking about acrylic paint pens that was on sale and 40% off coupon and all that fun stuff. So they finally came. I'm gonna turn it this way because I can't zoom out. Yeah, it won't let me zoom out. So um I actually ordered them and I am turning on subscriber mode, so give me 1 second. Okay. So I ordered them. They finally came in and I took them to work with me and swatched them. So here are the swatches. And I thought maybe today I would put them in some kind of order and then swatch them again over on my swatch chart that I use. And they did come with some metallics. The metallics are okay. Some of them have like a weird silver, like, I don't know, residue. Not really residue because it doesn't come off, but if you can see like the silver line in that one, and from wherever you scribble the marker, it'll leave behind silver, and it's only doing it in some of them. Like these don't do it. But and then I had one number 48 that was defective, and let me show you. And I already messaged them and told them about it and everything, and it was kind of disappointing. So number 48 is missing its nib. So there's no nib at all, unfortunately. So I we'll never know what that color looks like. But for the price, they were pretty good. Hang on, guys. I'm just resituating Yuki. Okay. So for the price, they were pretty good, even though that one doesn't work. So, um, I will show you one that does work. So that's what the nib is supposed to look like. And the whole thing was just gone in that one. So, you know. So with the swatch, I'm going to put these in some kind of a decent order. So I'm going to start, I think, with the yellows. But I did talk to them, and they did. They offered a replacement. They was like, you know, we can give you a replacement. And I'm like, well, I don't need a whole full replacement of these. So they put some money on my Amazon, like towards my Amazon account. So that was cool. What else? I like the way they went down. They didn't seem dry. All of them, I think. I mean, I was at work, so we'll find that out once I swatch them. And they do have numbers on them, but the numbers don't really, I don't think they really, like, even if you were to, like, right now they're in number order, and that's what the swatch sheet is in. It's in number order, and it's all over the place. So, I am just going to start and put them in my own order. I think I'm going to leave the metallics where they are, and I'm going to start from there, because the metallics, they are their own thing. So I'm going to let that be. So I'm going to start, I think I'm going to put white in the front. And then, so on my swatch chart, I'm just going to have, I have it here in, part of me wants to do it in pencil first, but I think we'll be all right doing it in pen. I left one of my good pens in my backpack from work, and I need to go and get that and take it out, because I don't like to leave my good pens in my backpack. Okay, so we are doing number 15 first, which is white, and I'm not going to bother to swatch it, because, I mean, it's white, but I am going to move it, which is this one right here. And I think I'm gonna turn these the opposite direction of the metallics. That way I know where the metallics kind of stop. So I just kind of turned it the opposite direction. Okay. So we have white, and now I think I'm going to do number, I almost said 48. Let me put this X mark on this, because we don't know what color that is. Okay. So maybe 14, but then I feel like if I do 14, then I'm gonna have to like go into the creams and stuff. I think 14 would be like with the browns, because it's like a buff titanium-ish white. So actually, I think I'm gonna go with, actually, yeah, we'll do 14. Why not? 14 can go next to it. So let me grab 14. When I say these things are kind of all over the place, they're a bit all over the place. It's okay. So I'm gonna just do a swatch here so you guys can see. And I'm not gonna fill the whole box. I'm just gonna do a little scribble. And that's number 14. And it's very, very light. You can barely see it. But it's there. You can see it just a tad bit. But that one's really light. That's a nice light color. I think also I'm gonna put like a little check mark next to the ones I've moved. Okay, and then now I'm thinking number 061. So I'm gonna do 061. And I'm just moving these ones out of the way because, okay. All right, 061, where's that located? I think it's this one. And the numbers are, if I zoom in, is it gonna do that? Let's see. The numbers are right there. There's no color names though, unfortunately. Color names would be nice, but no color names. And this looks like a nice creamish yellow. Then I'm gonna grab number 74. Let's see. And the order some of these things are in is a little crazy, so. Oh, here it is, 74. There's some neons in here too. I might put the neons at the end. So there's some nice light colors. And let's see. I think that's now we can start moving into some of these yellows. So maybe like 2 is a nice bright yellow. So we'll start with 2 and then go 16, 3, like that. So let me grab 2. We'll do 002, 016. For now, we'll do that. Okay, so here's 2 and 16. Alrighty. So I'm hoping to use these also in my sketchbook as well as my my colorings. It has a thicker nib, so it can kind of cover some kind of big spaces, but I think it can still get into some not super fine spaces, but I think it can still get into some good smaller areas too. Because it's not like ultra chunky or anything like that. So we have 16 and 2. So out of 3 and 56, I think 56 is a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna go with that. And we aren't gonna just sit and do this the whole time either, guys. We'll take a break and then we'll do some coloring and stuff like that so you guys don't get bored. I know I want to add some like metallics to the dragon. Maybe like his mane and maybe like his belly or something. That's just my thoughts. I haven't quite settled on a color for him yet because I'm debating on if I want to add some blue, because I know I want them kind of purple, but I'm debating on if I want to add some blue to it. So these dry like amazingly fast too, by the way. I can run my hand across it and there's nothing. So just that is another little cool heads up. Okay, so now I think we're moving into the oranges. So there's like some peachy oranges. I think I'm gonna save those for like the skin tone-ish area maybe. I mean, I can put them with it, I guess, but They're more of like a pinky orange, like this one. But the true oranges, and it's not that many reds either. It's only 2 reds. They have all these pinks and purples, and it's only like 2 reds. That was kind of annoying. And then there were a few colors that seemed kind of similar to each other too. Not noticeably similar, but very similar to where I feel like they could have added like another red or something like that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna do 72 because that's like a really true orange. So, and then I'm just gonna, some of these guys, I'm just gonna move some of these. So I'll grab 72, which is right here somewhere. And then, I don't know, I feel like I might as well stick that 53 in there. I think I'm gonna, because it just seems like it should go, even though it doesn't. So maybe I'll do 53 and then 72. So let me just grab 53 and 72. So here's 53. So these are like these have 100 colors in them, which is nice. Some of them are similar. I feel like maybe they could have did less metallics and added maybe some more pastel colors and definitely some more reds, but this is just kind of like, for me, this is just something I got to use mainly in my sketchbook, and something that is going to help me get used to using paint pens, because these things were cheap. So these I'll be more willing to experiment with versus my Toolie Art ones, which are a bit more expensive. So I'm gonna go 041 and then 042. They're a bit more expensive, so it's kind of, I'm a little, you know, I'm a little more inclined to use these versus my expensive ones and then mess them up. I don't want to mess up the nice ones, even though those you can get open stock. I still would rather play around with the cheaper ones, get used to using them, and then worry about, you know, the more expensive ones. And these are not in exact color order, by the way. I'm just grouping them as best I could. And hey, blue skies. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. My nose is still kind of stuffed, but I feel a lot better. He's doing good. He's I'm training him to be comfortable in his little kennel that I got him. Or it's actually a playpen, but I'm getting him comfortable, you know, that he can go in there without having a fit. Because when I put him in there and he gets to barking like he doesn't want to be in there, and I'm like, dude, relax. His bed is in there. He's got, you know, his treats. So I'm trying to get him used to it, get him comfortable, so he knows like it's okay to be in there. So that's where he's at now. So these are the acrylic paint pens by these guys. They're on Amazon right now, and they have a 40% off coupon. So I was like, yes. And so right now I'm re-swatching them, because when you get them, they're in number order, but this is what it looks like when you swatch them in number order. And this was driving me crazy. So I was like, I'm gonna put them in my, you know, on my own thing, in my own kind of order. I mean, it's not perfect order, but it's better than what they had going on. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And then I'm gonna color in some Kirby in the second half of the stream. I'll probably be on for a couple hours. Not doing too much. I'm gonna play a little video games later, but other than that, I'm not doing much today. So this is 071. I did work a little bit more on the Kirby page. So I showed that at the beginning, and I'm going to work a little bit more on that. Another thing I wish this set had, and I just need to order the grays set from the Toolie Arts, but there's not enough grays in here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, and none of them are really like a light gray. I would really enjoy a nice light gray, but this set doesn't have that. So I'm gonna just order probably the Toolie Arts gray set, because I keep complaining about my paint pens not having grays, or not having the grays I want. And the only solution to that really is to order the grays from Toolie Art. So I don't have to keep complaining about it. Also, I did add to my Amazon wish list, which I might add some more. I went looking for dragon coloring books, and the one that I was talking about actually is back on Amazon. It's different. I think they republished it, or they changed it. It doesn't look how it used to, but it is the same book. I did confirm that it's the same book. So I added that to my wish list, and I need to go, run and break my neck and order it, because I have a feeling that it's gonna disappear. So I added that to my list, and I'm so excited because I've been talking about this book, and I'm like, I need a dragon coloring book. And then I found another one that I think I want, but I'm not sure if it's on Amazon paper or not. I think I'm gonna just close my eyes and order it, and then if it's on Amazon paper, then I'm gonna have to cut it up and print it on my own paper when I'm ready to color it, which that's just what I'm gonna have to do, because I refuse to color on Amazon paper. That paper is trash. So I'm going to go ahead and order, I'm definitely gonna order the Dragonology one. And that second one, I'm kind of like, I'm not sure, but I might just order it to see what it's like. So we got all the yellows, reds, and oranges out of the way. Now I think I kind of want to do, what color do I want to do next? Maybe pink? I don't know. I feel like pink maybe. Like I said, I'm just grouping these. These aren't in any rhyme or reason other than being in the color family they should be in. Or I could do like the skin tone pinks. So like 32, 49. I might throw 60 in there. 60 seems like a purple pink. So maybe I'll do like 60, 32, 49. 32 and 49 is a different type of pink. So I don't think I'm going to group those two together. I think I'll just do like the regular pinks to the purples. And then I'm going to throw 32 and 49 with the browns for the skin tones. So I'll do 60. Losing my voice, per usual. That's another thing that's been going on since I've been sick. My voice has just been disappearing. And I've been having to like clear it. And last night my manager thought I was making fun of someone, because just so happened every time she mentioned someone's name, I had to like clear my throat and like and I had to like sneeze, and I was trying to tell her like, no, like I think it's the dust or something in the room. Like, I'm not making fun of this kid. I'm like really over here like struggling. And she's like, oh, you shouldn't do that because you don't know who you're gonna offend. And I'm like, no, I'm really over here. And she really didn't believe me. She was just like, no, that's not nice and you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, okay, lady. I'm like, I'll just hold in my sneezes and stuff so you don't think I'm offending anyone, because I don't know what you think is going on here, but And she's like, yeah, tell that lie to someone else, Jazz. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, you don't believe me. I don't have any reason to lie to you. You're not important enough for me to lie to. So, um, and she's like, well, you never know. And I just don't think it's a real sneeze. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great for you, but I'm telling you it's a real sneeze. So, take that information what you want. And we were like kind of going back and forth in the office. And I'm like, I'm not about to keep going back and forth with you. I am sick. It was a sneeze. You don't believe it. That's your prerogative. Have a good night. And the other supervisor is just kind of sitting there like, oh my gosh, are they going back and forth? I'm like, I don't care about you being my boss. Like, you're not about to sit here and tell me that I'm doing something that I'm not, lady. And she was just like giving me this look. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like she really doesn't believe me. Like, and I'm like, no, I really am like sick, or it's the dust in this room or something. Like, I promise you, I'm not making fun of this kid. And it just so happened to be every time she mentioned his name. So I get where she was coming from. It did look bad, but I'm just like, no, like I'm really struggling over here. I'm like, I've got nothing against that kid. It was just funny. But she she's an okay manager. She just sometimes is extra. Hi, Linda. I know. I've been trying to catch your lives, and then I'll get on and you'll be like, okay, I'm getting off. And I'm like, dang it. Or I'll be at work, and then when I finally catch a break, I'll be like, okay, let me see if someone's on. And then I'll see that I had missed you by like 10 minutes, and I'm like, all right. So finally, we've caught up to each other. I think I'm going to do 40 next and then 43. 43 looks like a purple, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to go 40, 43. This one looks like a pink too, so I'm going to do 34 as well. Yeah, so it was just kind of funny because I'm like, oh my God. And I really wish the kid was in the office so he can tell her, like, no, Jazz has been sick. And I'm like, why would I be making fun of this kid? He's fine. He's, ooh, new work schedule. That's always fun. So, not much going on for me today. I washed my hair, so I am just kind of letting that breathe. And then I'm going to do my normal hair routine with all the oils and whatnot. And that's not till later though. I want to make sure it's fully dry. I've already put like leave-in conditioner so that it's not all brittle and dying over here. So, because it's still pretty hot, so I have to make sure that my hair is not frying and dying in this heat. And so like this is what I mean with when I say like some of these colors are similar. Like these two are very similar to each other. So I don't know. But I mean you can't hey Kim. You can't knock this set though. You get 100 colors. This is the brand. It's like Nicety or something. I don't some random brand, but they were like I think originally like 40 something, but they have a 40% off coupon. So I was like, let me try these. And they're a thicker nib than my Tule Arts. So my Tule Arts is like a really fine nib, and these are like super chunky. Well, they're not super chunky, but they're chunky enough. They're more chunkier than my Tule Arts, that's for sure. Okay, so we did 40, 43, and 34. So now I think I can move into the purples. Actually, I think this 52 can go with the pinks because I don't see it fitting in anywhere else. So I might put it with the pinks because it doesn't seem to fit anywhere else. So I'm gonna grab 52 also. If I can find it. It's probably in this pile over here somewhere. Yep, 52. So after this page, we'll do some coloring and then we'll come back to it. Kind of split it up. Or I can just swatch them all now and then move to coloring after. If you guys get bored of me swatching these, let me know. And then we'll move on to coloring so I'm not driving you guys crazy. Okay, moving on to purples. I'm going to grab... I mean, I could put those skin tone pink colors there, but I think I'm gonna do those separately with the browns. So for purple, I'm gonna do 4 and then 30 because those, yeah. Okay, so let me find 4. And you don't have to shake these. I didn't have to prime them or do anything like that. You just pop the cap and they're ready to go, which is nice. I know the Artex brand kind of has a couple of sets like that, and they also have like brush tips. I kind of want to try those too. But I don't want to go too crazy on the acrylic pens, even though everything in my soul is like, do it, order another set. I want to play with these first and then order another set. But between these and my Twilly Arts, I think this would be enough to like play around in my sketchbook at the very least. Yeah, not having to prime them is nice because all that shaking and stuff, and then you got to worry about it drying out and all that. So, yeah. Hey, View. I think I'm going to put 37 in this mix. Yeah. So it's a nice set. It is. I really hate that that one marker just wouldn't work and I'll never know what the color looks like. But aside from that, oh, you're at the beginning. Okay. Not much interesting happened at the beginning. Me just I've been literally doing the same thing since the beginning, roughly. So, okay, here's the first set. The first page. So it's in some kind of odd little order. It's not probably the correct order. I also wish that these had color names too, but you know, that's fine that they don't, I guess. You can always make up your own names, I guess. Okay, now for the purples. Some of these purples look like blue. So it's kind of, anyway, I'm gonna do, I guess 18 looks like the brightest one, so we'll start there. We'll do 31. I'm not gonna think too hard about this either, because I'll drive myself crazy. 07, 075, 006, and 23. 23 kind of looks like a blue, but I'll throw it in there, I guess. Okay. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll throw it in there. Okay. Like I said, I'm not thinking too hard about it. 18. If I had a light enough gray, I could just use one of these grays for the background for the Kirby page I'm doing, but I don't have a light enough gray, unfortunately. You're all caught up? Okay. Yeah, I told you didn't miss much. Just me showing what I have colored so far in Kirby, and then I went on to swatching these guys. This is annoying. I might as well just take this one out because it doesn't work anyway. Or it doesn't have a nib to work, rather. But anywho, we won't speak about it. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. I feel like, you know, pay attention to stuff like that when you're selling a product, but it is what it is. So after 7, we have 75, which is right here. But they are nice though. For the price, I mean, with the coupon. Now, I wouldn't pay full price for these. I would not pay. If you see these markers and you don't see that 40% off coupon, don't bother. Because just for the simple fact that one, you had one that didn't work. The metallics aren't anything to write home about. So I wouldn't pay like straight full price for these. I wouldn't. But with the coupon, I would definitely say these are good for what they are with the coupon. Alright, so we got the purples. Am I missing any purples? I'm just gonna move on to the blues. Guess I'll start with this sky blue, 59. And then just move on into some of these lighter blues, I guess. That one's like a bluish green. So like I'll do 008, 025. Yeah, okay. So who's all keeping up with their 1 month in Kirby? I'm really trying to focus on completing at least one half of that page this month. It's already the 4th. I'm like, oh boy. It takes me a long time to color, but I think I'm doing an okay job at keeping up with my page. I'm gonna probably work so I can do the background with like neo colors because I know I have a light enough gray in there, but I'm gonna have to go in with some pencils or something because um, I don't get a smooth enough blend from my soul with the neo colors, and that's user error. Or I can use my Albrecht Doers. That's also an option. But I'm still gonna have to go in with pencil either way. You worked on yours yesterday. Yeah, I worked on some yesterday. I haven't touched it today at all. I'm also super behind on my drawing challenge. I am still drawing, but I'm sprinkling in the drawing challenge in between because I what do you call it? Oh, 59. I kind of lost track of what day I was on, and then I started working on a project, and then there that went. So I'm still doing it. I'm just behind. So I think I'm gonna go 9. 9 seems a little bit brighter than 10. So I'm gonna go 9, 10, maybe this 22, and then 38. Also, this blue right here, I think this should have been with the purples. So maybe I will I might sprinkle this one in with the grays. It kind of gives off a gray. Or I can sprinkle it in now because it should have been with the purples. But I also think it kind of falls in with the blue. But then I have like this purplish gray that I'm going to put with the gray. So I think I'm going to put that, with the grays. So I'm not worried about it. So 9 and 10. And then I'm going to do 22 and 38. Because I think 38 is a little bit darker than this 22. You promised that you wouldn't buy anything. Yeah, I know how that is. I mean, I'm not married, but you know, I know. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, ooh, I was like 40%. Yes, not that I need it, but those dragon coloring books, yeah, I'm snatching those up probably right after stream. Because I was just talking about finding dragon coloring books. Because I like coloring dragons. So I'm like, I wish there were more dragon coloring books. And then I was like, the one that I really wanted is hard to find. And then coming to find out, I look on Amazon. I was like, well, let me just search and see what kind of dragon coloring books come up. And then it popped up. And I was like, well, it's the same guy, but the book looks different. So I was like trying to figure out if it was the same book. So there I went down my rabbit hole, and turns out it is the same book. I guess it's just, someone was saying that it's like the UK version of it or something. They reprinted it or something like that. I don't know, but I'm gonna snatch it up. And I'll probably try that other book too, since it's there on my list. I might try it. If it's Amazon paper, then like I said, I'll just cut it up and, you know, do it that way. Okay, blue greens. So I'm gonna actually do 20 and then move into the lighter one. So I'm gonna go backwards. Am I gonna go backwards? Because I feel like, no, because this is a blue-green. This isn't like a blue-blue. This is definitely a blue-green. Yeah, I'm gonna go the way I was going. Stop doing weird stuff. Okay, so I need 33. That's probably over here in the pile of stuff that I tossed to the side. 54. Oh no, it's over here in the corner. Okay, so we'll do 30. Oh no, we need 54 actually. 54 is actually a bit lighter. Yeah. So we'll do 54 and then 33. Yeah, so oops, I keep changing the color of the light. Okay, after no, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say after these dragon coloring books, I don't need anything else, but I'm gonna find something that I'm gonna want or need. I definitely want to continue to build my acrylic paint pen collection, so that's definitely something I'm gonna do. Mainly because I like using them in my sketchbook. I use them in my coloring books too, but I have more fun with them in my sketchbooks. So I might just use them for that. 33. So now I'm gonna go darker because these other ones are like greenish. So I should have waited and put those with the greens, but it's fine. I'm gonna do 11, 12, no, 11, 28, and then 12. Okay. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? Some of these are definitely more juicy than others. I can feel it when I write with them, but I wouldn't say that they are dry. It's just that it seems like it's more paint in some of these than the other ones. That's all. Like this one definitely has more paint in it than the last one, but the last one wasn't dry. It just didn't have, it feels like it didn't have as much paint. That's all. But like I said, for 40% off, you know, you're paying like 20 something, 22, 21 and some change, something like that. Totally forgot. I wish the metallics were more metallic than what they are as well, but I mean, it is, you know, acrylic paint, so, and then cheap acrylic paint at that, so it's like, you know, they shine, but it's just the leftover like silver bits that kind of annoy me a little bit, but it's not bad at all. So I'm gonna do 20 and 21, I think, next. But and I don't know what's gray or it might be a brown. It's very hard to tell with the browns though. It's very, this is an odd color. I don't know. Yes, I have a binder that holds all of my swatch charts. It's just one big binder, and I have swatch charts that I make, and I just keep them all in one spot because And then I have to remind myself to put them back because I'm terrible at doing that. I have like 3 of them out now. But I do try to keep them in there so that I don't lose them. Because some pencil sets I'm not 100% confident or comfortable with. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Picking colors without looking at the swatch card. The only one I'm like 100% confident with in doing that is my polychromos. I can pick those colors with my eyes closed. But the rest of my sets, it's kind of like let me double check this swatch chart because I'm not 100% sure on this color. So I just, to be safe, keep a swatch chart. That way when I'm doing combos and stuff, they're not turning out looking crazy because I didn't pick the color thinking it was something and it wasn't. So best for me to put them in one spot. You never have them all in one space. Oh no. Swatch them out as a, and I do that too. Sometimes I'll still like I have I have like these little index card things where I definitely still do that. Uh I have a bunch of these just lying around. But instead of like, swatching because I don't know the color, it's more like swatching to see if the combo that I have in my head matches what's on the paper type of thing. All right, let's go into the greens. This is looking so much better than what they had it in because, oh my goodness, that order was crazy. Silicone stamps to use with distress crayons. Huh. How'd that work out? That sounds fun. Um, I'm gonna move into green now because I think I got all the blues. So I'm gonna do these like weird greens. Some of these greens, I don't know. They don't seem like green. Anyway, I'm just gonna mix in because this one looks like a blue green too, but it's gonna be a green today because why not? So I'm gonna do 73. 45, 44. I had a blank moment just then. I don't know what that was. This lime green color, I might just throw this in with, let me redo this because I think I want to change it. Okay, where's my whatchamacallit? Here it is. I think, because I want to put this is like a weird lime green color, but I'm going to put it in there, so. I'm actually going to put that first, just because it's weird. So 76, and then I'll do 45, 73, and then 44. Looks weird, but it's fine. Yeah, the Distress Crayon's a card. I've seen a couple people use them and they look kind of hard. I'm like, no, I'm already struggling with watercolor, so I don't need to struggle with anything else at the moment. Because my struggle with watercolor, for some reason. Where's that line? Here it is. And you know what also I like about these? The the nib is not hard as a rock. You ever get like a paint pen and it has like these nibs and the nib is like hard as a rock? They are hard as rock. And that's why I usually typically stray away from like the bigger nibs, because the nibs are so freaking hard. Yeah, no, they're actually not hard. They're not like brush tips, but they're not like super hard either. So I definitely give them an A+ for that. You saw someone put color on the stamps and use them that way. Okay. Gelatos are so pretty, but I'm like, I don't know. I had something kind of similar to the gelatos, and part of me wants them anyway because I'm a sucker for Faber-Castell, but I don't know. They look hard, and I'm like, I don't feel like struggling with anything else right now. Yeah, exactly. Like the nib starts scraping the page and it's pulling up paper and all that non-fun stuff. But these are actually soft, which is cool. Well, there's another page done. Yeah, if someone ever gets the hang of, gelatos, let me know. But I would love to, because, Faber-Castell and all. But it's probably best that I leave that alone for now. Okay, so let's see. We have this weird green right here, number 19. I'm just going to throw that in the mix. Yep, followed by whatever else is going on here. 19, maybe 35. 1938. Just throwing stuff, just throwing the numbers in here. Better than what they had it, because I don't know. It was a bit strange, and it didn't really fit what was going on. So alright, and I think that's all the greens. Not too many colors left. I think it's mostly like the muted ones next. Alright, let's find the rest of these. Here's 19. Alright, let me let Yuki out of this thing. I don't want him to think I'm just harboring him inside of this thing. Naturally, I unzip it and have him come out, and he's just sitting there looking at me like, no thanks. I mean, if he wants to stay in there, just figured maybe he wanted to stretch his legs or something. Yeah, they are. They are pretty juicy. Like I said, for the price, they are pretty nice. I don't know why they're making this scratchy noise, because they don't feel scratchy, and nor are they like dry of any sense. So I'm not sure where the scratchy noise is coming from. And maybe the paper. I'm not sure. But they're pretty nice. Yes, yes, you do, Dee Dee. We need all of them. We need all of the acrylic. Now, I just said that. I said I'm going to build my acrylic marker collection and be happy, because they are so fun to use. And I want all the sizes and all the nibs and all the colors. Yep. Now, am I going to actually use all of the sizes and all the colors? Probably not, but I want them anyway. So They're fun to use in my sketchbook, so that's mainly where I use them. Okay, so let's see. I think it's safe to say I can go into like the skin tone colors. I'm gonna put down definitely this 32 and 49 next. And then from there, I will go with the browns. Kicking myself for not putting these with the pinks, but they aren't like pink pink. They're like skin tone pink, so I didn't want to stick them together. Where's the other one? And I'm also kind of annoyed that that one didn't work, or didn't have a nib rather. That was probably the most annoying thing. I was at work and I opened it and I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, where is? And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Straight to Amazon. Like, hey, this marker is missing a whole entire nib. I don't know if there is ink in it or was in it or whatever, but it's not operable. So what are you guys gonna do? All right, so now to the browns, and some of these browns are kind of strange. So I'm gonna group like the browns together first. So like this 51. So let me find that. I'm gonna do these probably one by one so I don't butcher it. And then maybe I'm looking at 67. Some of these colors look kind of similar too, so bear with me. I think I'm gonna do 67 and then 50. $67, then I'll do 50, which is like a reddish brown. Yeah. Yeah, I got one with that. Yeah, I told them, and they did. They offered to send a whole nother set. But honestly, they was like, we can send you another set, or we can just put some money back on your, like, Amazon thing. And I was like, well, yeah, put some money back on my Amazon thing so I can order some more stuff. Absolutely, because I'll live without that one set. I mean that one marker, because I plan on ordering the gray set from the Art paint pens, where they have that whole line of just grays. So I was like, yeah, I'll take the money on my Amazon account so I can order something else that I need versus getting a whole other set of markers that, of colors that I've already got. So went with that option. Okay. So we did 50, we did 67. So I think I'm gonna do 466. I'll do 66 and then 47. So 66. I'm just like eyeballing some of this stuff. Some of these colors probably don't even belong in these groups that I'm putting them in, but it's okay. Let's see, where's 47? Here it is. Uh-oh. Whoops. Sorry, guys. Ha ha. I'm not sure what that was about. I don't know if that was me or... Well, now it seems like super dim. Okay, well, this light better not go out on me like it did my last light. It went out in the middle of stream. And this light is not even a good year old yet. Okay. All right. Last stretch. So we did 47 and 66. So I'm thinking now 46 and then 70? Question mark? Here's 46. This is like a green brown or something. It's like got some green in it. 70. This is the one in the set that actually looks like a brown. Don't ask me what a brown is, but when I say brown, I mean like your standard brown that you get in like the Crayola box when you were a kid. That brown. Okay, let's see. Now I have like these, I don't know, kind of sandy browns that I'm gonna group together. So like I'll do 68 and 63 together. Yeah, they haven't, I'm telling you, this set is pretty good for what it is, for the price. I love whatever color this is supposed to be, because it's just like that perfect light light color. There's my poor little throat again. I do have like water and everything, but it's like, ugh, I don't know, I hate being sick. Nothing seems to go right. I know I'm gonna use the life out of those two colors. They won't stand a chance. Won't stand a chance against me, unfortunately. Lemon water. Yeah, I don't have any lemons. I have to go to the store. It is not bothering me at the moment. Yeah, I do salt water and peroxide, or I'll do like baking soda and peroxide rinse. But this, I don't know, I caught some kind of mystery flu from somebody at work, and I'm just like, can you guys just like not, like when you're sick, stay home, please? But of course not. So they come and they get the whole entire place sick, and it kind of sucks. Okay, so we have 0, 39. We have 0, 27 that honestly probably should have went kind of with those greens, but it's fine here, I guess. And then we have 64. This is a good color selection. I wish they had more reds though, because when I say it's only 2 reds in here, it's only 2 reds in here. So it kind of sucks. So now I think it's just the grays. So I'm gonna start with those weird gray-ish colors. So like the 55 and the 26 I'm gonna put down now. Because this 26 should have went with the blues because it's like a periwinkle, but I'm gonna put it with 55 because 55 is like a weird gray. So I'll do 55 and then 26. Excuse me, sir, what are you doing in there? Definitely should have went with like the blues or the purples, but it's fine. That's definitely like some kind of mystery gray. This one is definitely gonna look like it shouldn't belong here, but it's cool. They can be grays or accents for grays. I don't know. They're where they are now. I'm not redoing this. um, and then I have some like 62 I think should go here because that's like a blue gray. Yes, if you guys like these, I would go and run while they are on sale. Because you can't beat a 40% coupon. I mean, you can, you know, but it's very rare that happens. So I would run and grab them if you're interested. I mean, I think they're pretty worth it. So I'm gonna do 57 and 69. Okay, 69. Yeah, I'm over here like, go grab them. Pretty cool. Hopefully they last a long time. I wonder how long they're gonna last. They feel juicy. And they're not heavy though, so I don't know. Still for the price, I would say get them. So there's this page. And I've only got, well, I have more than a few more. I have the metallics to swatch, but as far as the basic colors go, okay. So I'm gonna do 65. And this mystery color here, which is 24, and then black. Okay. There's 100. There's 100 markers in this set. This is like a off black or something. I'm not sure what the goal was with this one. Linda's like, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, but you know, when I find something good, I have to tell you guys about it. I can't just keep it to myself. Now, there's some people out there that'll keep it to themselves and pull them out and use them in the video, and they're like drooling, wondering what those are, and they never tell you. Yeah. If I find something good, I'm like, nope, go get them, guys, because look at them. Look at them. Okay. So now the metallics, I don't know. I'm not going to, part of me wants to put them in an order, but oh, just like, I watch a lot of like random art channels, and I mean totally random. I couldn't tell you who these people are because like I'm not subscribed to them or anything. They'll come across like my timeline, and it'll just be like them, you know, it'll be like a sketchbook session video, or just like something like that, or like a paint with me session video, and I'm looking at the, like, trying to squint and look at the tubes, and I'm like, you know, what normal person doesn't be like, hey guys, today I'm gonna be using such and such, like waiting on them, and I'm like hunting the description, like seeing if it's listed, and it's probably just because like some of them will forget to list it, or they just don't think to be like, you know, people might be interested, let me tell them what it is, type of thing. But I like to, if I find something good and it's something I like to use, like the Toolie Arts, I'll recommend those definitely. I like those better than Posca. Yes, the speed up videos. Those are so, those work my nerves. And when I say they work my nerves, they work my nerves so hard, because not only do they not tell you how long it takes, a lot of the times they'll put, like, they won't even talk to you. They'll put the text on the screen. So you have to read the tiny subtitles, and it's like, you got the annoying music playing, and then you have the tiny subtitles, and then all at the same time I'm trying to look at your art. I can't, my brain does not function like that, and I don't know anybody's who does. um and if your brain functions like that, then, you know, great. Can you share some tips, because there is no way on this earth. And I'm just like, okay, and then I end up just like sad face scrolling off, because it's like, share the info, please. That would be great. But, you know, I guess it's fine if they don't want to share. But honestly, I think it's just that, like, maybe it's not that they don't want to, it's just that they aren't thinking about it, type of thing. At least that's what I would like to think it is, because I would really hate to hear someone be like, "Oh, I don't want to share what it is I'm using, because you might buy it and, I don't know, might use it better than me or something." I don't know. Yeah, I like live streams too. That's why, like, I said I was like, I was gonna do this in a regular video, but I'm like, I know they're gonna have questions, and then I'm gonna have a million comments to respond to, and which, I like responding to comments, don't get me wrong, but I like to respond to everybody. So if I get swamped by a bunch of comments, it's like, okay, now I've got to spend the day responding to comments, because I feel like it's rude if I don't respond to someone who asked me a question, and it's better than just leaving a heart. Like, yeah, I see your question, but I'm just gonna hit the heart button, and you have to figure it out from there. I can't do that. Like, so I'm like, ask me your questions here. Plus, I like actually talking to you guys versus it seemingly like I'm talking to myself. So that's a thing too. And then when I don't feel like talking to anyone, then that's when the, you know, the regular videos come into play, I suppose. Like the non, whatchamacallit, art supply gatekeepers, right? And I just be like, ugh, like, tell them, just, it takes like 2 seconds to tell us what you're using. I don't know. That's just me though. So, I mean, obviously it's not just me, because you guys are all agreeing with me, so I guess it's not just me. But I don't know. I'd like to think that maybe they just aren't, you know, maybe they're excited for the video or something and they just forgot. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I like the videos where people are actually talking to me though, like, well, I mean, not talking to me, but, you know, like talking in general. And I'm not sitting there trying to read or make the subtitles bigger, but even then, like, I don't want to read the subtitles. I want to watch what you're doing. and like, you know, I don't know. My rant is over. Because I can go on and on about it, and I can really go on and on about the ones where they play the music, and the music is like 92,000 decibels louder than, you know, what you're saying or what's going on, or the ones that have the music going while they're talking and the music is louder and I really can't hear anything you're saying. Also annoying. I can't function like that. And I'm like, all right, I know it's your video, your channel, your way, but help us out here. Yeah, those speed paint videos, they drive me crazy. Speed paint, speed coloring, speed drawing, it's like, geez. And it's like, at least, you know, talk to me during it so I can get some kind of like, okay, this is what's going on, this is what I did, this is how long it took, because in reality, you're not gonna do this in 20 minutes. It's actually gonna take like half the day or 2 days or a week or whatever. But nope, they want to see us struggle. I think I'm gonna do the golds next. So I'm gonna do 90, 97, and 77. Hello? That was 77. Now where's 97? Here it is. Okay. This is like a green gold. That one's interesting. I don't know. It's a bit strange. Okay, 97, 77. So let's see. What should I do next? Green? It's like two greens. Yeah, let's do green. Do 96 and 89. Oh, bye, Dee Dee. Thanks for stopping by. Here's some metallics on your way out in case you want to go buy these. Just saying. 40% off. Who's gonna turn down a good coupon? Everybody in the chat is like me. Be quiet, Bubbles. Okay, I'm done. But you gotta admit though, and for 100 colors, you're normally paying that price for like 30 paint pens. So just saying. All right, we're almost done swatching these, and then I'm gonna color a little bit. You're working to my voice. I mean, hey, that I do that sometimes. So trust me, I know what you mean. I will pop on a YouTube video while I'm doing. I actually like when I'm playing like Pokemon and I'm like shiny hunting or something like that. I will pop on a YouTube video because when I'm shiny hunting, I don't really need to 100% pay attention to the game because they've added this feature which is really nice. When you're doing like auto hunting, your Pokemon won't knock out a Pokemon if it's shiny. So I just have to kind of have an open ear and listen out for the sound my Pokemon makes when he doesn't want to hit something. And then it's like, okay, it's either one of two things. It's either a shiny or he got tired and he fought something that was stronger than him and he needs a break. So that's the only time I really need to like look at the screen. So other than that, I'm like listening to YouTube, watching a crime documentary, you know, Snapped, something crazy like that. You know. So these don't splatter all over the place when you open them either. Also a bonus, just saying. Okay, need number 79. See, I think maybe that was like the first initial use when I was talking about the silver, because I'm not really seeing it, or it could be the type of paper that they give you to swatch them on. So if you get these, I wouldn't, I mean, swatch them on the regular one just so you can have like, you can see them, but also swatch them like on your own swatch sheet or put them in your own color order and then swatch them, because some of these don't even look the same as they did on the other paper either. So here's this page. I skipped one here, um, just so that I know that the next set is like all metallics. But those are the metallics. And I have 4 more metallics to swatch. So that was number 80, 79, 91, and 92. So I'm gonna do now 84. Also, that crunching noise you hear in the background, that is Sir Yuki. He is crunching on a treat. It's like a it's like a pig ear or something. So that is what you hear back there. In case you all are wondering what on earth that noise is, that is Yuki. He is distracted. That is so, I will take that. He's totally distracted right now. Yes, he is Sir Yuki today because he has been showing his little tail today. He practically barked through a 2-hour movie. We were watching Deliverance, and what started the bark, someone was standing outside on the stairs. And then after that, he just started going, like he just never stopped. I had to literally move him to another room, and he still wouldn't stop. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, you're gonna sit in that room until you knock it off. And naturally, he stopped when the movie was over. So I don't know. He was showing his tail today, like I said. Okay, here's the last 4. Like some more pinks and purples. Now, for those of you that missed it, this is the first page. In the second, this is just the order that I did them in, by the way. The third, don't mind that random periwinkle that should have went with the blue. It's all right. The metallics, I gotta wiggle those so you can see them shine. And the last one. So I think that looks much better than this chaos. And I'll put those in plastic sleeves later. Not now. Do it later. And then, so here is the metallics. I actually did them backwards. They're going this way, but that's fine. But they look a lot less chaotic because that was driving me crazy. So, and it came with the case. So, I mean, you can't beat it. You really can't. All right. So, now that we spent almost 2 hours doing that, I didn't think it would take that long, but here is, in case some of you missed what was going on at the beginning, I just showed, um, I showed how far I am, how far I got on my page. So I'm working on the water. So I'm just taking like, I'm not going all the way up. I'm just, let me zoom in because last time I didn't zoom in and yeah. So I'm not going all the way up. I'm leaving a little bit of white because I think I'm either going to put a lighter blue or I'm going to put some metallic, which will be cool. Have some metallics in the water. But I don't know if I want too much metallic because I am going to put metallic on the dragon for sure. So I didn't want to put too much. But the rocks on this side is all done. I left the colors out in case I felt like doing the rocks on the other side. Maybe. But I wanted to kind of get a feel for how I was going to do the water. So I might add, I don't know if the blue, the last blue that I chose for the shadow is as dark as I want it to be because it is supposed to be like super cloudy and gray is what I was going for. So I may grab a black or like a dark gray. Probably not black, but probably like a dark gray. Just because some of it I want to be darker. Like it's dark, this blue is dark, but it's not as dark as I would like. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see once I put, because right now the top half is kind of, it's still white. I haven't done the background. So once I gray out the background, we'll see if it's dark enough. But I'm just putting the shadows. I could have put the shadow in first, but since the waves are like different sizes and stuff, I didn't want to do that at the moment. So between this and probably playing some Pokemon, this is probably what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. I was I was hunting some really nice ones yesterday, and I want to kind of continue that. So I'll probably just relax and do nothing. I'm also off tomorrow, so I'll probably get on either later for a late night stream. I mean, it's already kind of late. I was already late streaming. I had to take my nap, and the nap kind of went longer than it was supposed to. But that happens, so it's okay. But I do have some things I need to do on Pokemon, so there's that. But so that's like the water, so I kind of wanted to have like that nice dark bluish color. And then for, I don't know if I want to use jelly rolls or if I just want like, because this blue I think would look really nice. But I'm gonna have to see after the background. So maybe this one, an hour away. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Or this one. This one is actually pretty nice too. Next to the water. So maybe something like that. Or I can do a lighter color. Since it's like supposed to be lighter, I can do that versus going darker. But I want to wait and see until after I do the background. Which I'm still not sold on if I want to use Neo Colors or Albert Doers, but I'm gonna have to. I'm not doing this in pencil. So I'm gonna I could use acrylic marker. I wish these acrylic markers had a light enough gray, but they don't. So if I use acrylic paint, I'm gonna have to firstly water it down, but I'm also gonna have to mix it with some white to lighten it a bit because I have a light gray in acrylic paint pens, but I mean in acrylic paint in a bottle. Um, so I can do that, but it's still gonna be a matter of getting an even coat. So I could experiment and do that, or I can play it safe and just use my Neo colors, and then, which is what I may do, because, or even my Albert Doers, and then go over it with pencil. Because if I do it that way, at least I'm not doing the whole thing in pencil. I'm just gonna be kind of like covering the patchy areas, and then I'll do something really cool with the clouds. Probably like maybe the same color as the dragon, kind of. So like some blues and purples, something like that. And then you guys know I added gold to the buildings, so I don't know if you can see it, but I added some gold, so that'll be sprinkled throughout here too. And then some of these buildings, I'm gonna make a little bit of a darker brown too, just so it can be some variety and they're not all the same color. So that's my plan for that. And I'm just gonna be hanging out for the rest of the day doing that. And we'll see what the rest of the day entails. I'm not doing my hair like fully until later, so don't have to worry about that right now either. So just gonna be relaxing. Did I? Yeah, I used, so for the watercolors I used knocking everything over. This is my Gansai Tambi gold, my gold set. And this one is the, I think that's number 905 I used. So this one, I was leaning towards this one, but I didn't like the way it looked on the offhand side. I liked it this one better, so I opted for that. The Gansai Tambi to me so far has the best golds. The CSY has some nice ones, but nothing beats these in my opinion, and they need to come out with some more metallics because their gold set is amazing and I love it. I might go down an Amazon rabbit hole to see if they have some others, but I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole today, but yeah, so it's just these and these are the ones that are like straight from Japan too. I got these from the bookstore like years ago, and I was like, oh yeah, I need these. And you know, the bookstore is a Japanese bookstore, so everything in there is from Japan. um Really, 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 really lovely bookstore. Every time I go to California, I make sure I go to both of them. There's two locations. There's one close to my mom's house, and there's one close to the bus depot where I get off the bus when I hit California. So I make sure I go to both and go and see what's in there and what I can find and stuff. And when I go back, oh, let me tell you, when I go back, that Prismacolor pencil that I got is coming with me, and I'm gonna let them know, like, this is the struggle. When I went back to Vegas, this is what I had to struggle with. So so they know. But they have really nice stuff in there, and they even have coloring books, like the Japanese coloring books. They have them in there. They have a lot of cool Japanese art supplies, and now don't get me wrong, most of that stuff is not Japanese prices. would be nice, but they are California prices. So some of it can be expensive, but you can find some really interesting stuff in there that is Japanese prices. Um, you can just kind of look, because a lot of the times the stuff over in Japan, yeah, they have coloring books. It's a little bit cheaper, but um, that's not quite the case all the time in those bookstores. And sometimes they change the price. I think it's just depending on, because like the conversion, I guess, from yen to US dollars. So that might have something to do with why some of the stuff is cheaper and why some of it is not. I was coloring that water and you didn't even see it. But I still like going in there because they have some really cool stuff. So, and they have markers and Tombow pens and stickers and you name it, it's in there. It's really fun. It's the bookstore is called Kino Kuniya. So I don't know. I think they have other stores. It's not just in California. They have some kind of scattered. So I mean, if you Google, you know, the name of the store, then I don't know. It might be in your area, maybe. I don't know what other states it's in. I know it's not over here, unfortunately, but you know, it's fine. I can wait until I go to California. I'm definitely going when I go to the Pokemon Worlds tournament in Anaheim. I plan on going because I want to spend like a week there. I'm gonna try. It depends on um, if I can. Well, I am gonna have the week off because I'm gonna use my week vacation for it. But I want to make sure that I can comfortably go broke the way I want to when I get there. Because that is definitely what I'm telling you guys. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna come back with so much stuff. It's gonna be crazy. But that's my plan. I plan on doing that. I'm gonna have so many Pikachus when I come back. So I think because if I go to this side, it's actually not that many rocks. I think it's more rocks on the other side. So I might work on the rocks on this side tonight as well as the water. I'm gonna try to get at least a good portion of the water done. I really want to just do this side of the page before I move on to the other side. So like I have the colors out. I just have them hanging out on my desk so I can just grab them in color because this is what I'm gonna be working on for the month. This one page might take the whole month as long as I'm sitting here thinking about it. um, yeah, View, you might be a little bit behind. You're just now saying hi to everybody. You might be a little behind. Um, yeah, so I'm going to just work on this page as much as I can. I have half mind to pull out Alien Worlds too, but I'm gonna remain focused and I'm gonna work on this one page because if I start pulling out other stuff, then this page will never get done. So I'm gonna leave this one on my desk, and if I do kind of get tired of this one, then I'm gonna switch over to my other dragon whip in Mythomorphia, the other one. This one, the other dragon. I'll switch over to this one and work on this one because I also have the background to do and I have to finish his little tail thing and his mane and stuff. So when I get tired of one dragon, I'm gonna switch to the other. Oh, you were cooking. Ooh, what are you cooking? Yeah, it's gonna take at least a month. Yeah, so I mean, you know, it's just that it doesn't have to be like a million pages completed in the month or anything like that. As long as you're coloring in his book at some point this month, then you've officially worked on the challenge. That's how I see it. It's not like a super complicated challenge or anything like that. So just coloring Kirby because we love Kirby, and his new book is coming out next year. I cannot wait for that. So I'm also thinking of setting up um, kind of like a event calendar where, and I'm gonna do it starting next year, but I'll have like, ooh, green sweet potatoes and cornbread. That sounds good. I hope you sending me a plate. Yeah, I seen you working on this page. It's turning out really good. I also seen the I like the ants page you were working on too. Those leaves look really good. Um, what was I gonna say? All right, I forgot. But yeah, I am excited for his new book. Definitely gonna snatch that up. Also, Joseph Catabang, his next book I think is also on dragons. So, oh, the event calendar. That's what I was talking about. So I'm gonna like each month, I'm probably gonna focus on one artist. Not focus on, but like it'll be like the artist's spotlight for that month. So, um, some of them might have more than one month because there are certain artists that I just really like the color in. So they might get more than one month depending on, but it'll be like a theme. Each month will be the theme. And I'll probably just kind of stick with that for, that'll just be like my channel's set thing. So like, okay, oh, it's, January 2000 and like, I don't know, 556, and you're like, oh, it's January, it's Joanna month. Let's pull out our Joanna books type of thing. So, and yes, I said 2,500 and something where, we'll all be long and gone. But you know what I mean? I just feel like I have a lot of coloring books that, are just kind of, I hate to say it, but sitting there. um, and they need to be colored in. So, like, I'm gonna set something up. I do think I want, or it'll be like a theme where I do, like, obviously December will be like Christmas with Joanna or something like that. I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out who's going to have what month and what theme is going to be in that month. Um, and I'm going to do it like per month because let me tell you how I'm an extremely slow colorist and I can't do like a week or something like that because I work full time and it'll never get done. So that is so if you guys have any ideas or like if there is a certain theme you would like to see, because I'd like to work on the advent calendar for next year. And I want to start working on it now because I mean it is September, so I want to try to have at least some of it done or most of it if possible before next year. Before January would be nice. That way, it'll be available. That's the plan. Don't hold me to having it done though, but I'm gonna try. But if you have any ideas, like, or a fun theme that you think you would want to do, let me know. And I'll add it to the Advent idea list. I think I might add like a little bit of white to blend some of that out. But, yeah, I think if I just keep focusing on like one section, like, do like some of the water, so maybe like this section today, just have like this section done or just like the top row done or something like that. And then move on to coloring some more buildings and stuff like that. This page will get done in no time. Um, you guys know I color like a snail, so not purposely, it's just, I don't know. Then I also like overthink too, so that plays a part, I'm sure. not purposely also. But like I'll probably put on a show or something and set up my Pokemon and sit here and finish some of this water, and we'll see how far I get. I'll probably be on tomorrow too. I do have to clean out my closet, but after that I'll be on. I definitely want to make that something I do when I get up in the morning, so I'm not spending all day thinking about it. Wake up, clean out my closet, and then probably get on YouTube. So I'm trying not to do too much on my off days. I don't want to burn my energy out before it's time to get back to work. So I'm going to start my closet. I might not finish it, but I'm going to start it. I need to start pulling out my winter stuff, because we got about one more month of this crazy heat, and then it's going to start cooling down. So, and I get cold easy. I'm already getting cold inside the airport at work. So I've already pulled out my work sweater and I'm already wearing that. And they're like, "You're cold." I'm like, "Yes." They have the air condition blasting in here. It's cold. And they're like looking at me crazy. And I'm like, "Yeah, I get cold very easy." So you got to start pulling out the, the cold stuff. So that's my project for tomorrow. At least I'm going to start it anyway. I probably won't finish it because I got a lot of stuff to go through. And then at the same time, I'm going to put away like half of my summer stuff, so it's not just out, and you know, half of it doesn't even get worn anyway. So I'll do that and then just relax for the day. Lots of relaxing before work. Oh, I didn't put any here. Thought I did. Okay. Yep. And I already cooked today. I made taco salad. So don't need to do that. Don't need to cook. That's all done. All right, yeah, I'm probably gonna bring in some white just to kind of buff out some of this so it doesn't look so flat lined. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna do this whole row today, or more if I feel like doing more. And once that's done, then I'll probably move on to these buildings. I need to pick the colors out for these because I want it to be gray, but I want it to have like some like old gray, like, so it's gonna have some brown in it, but not like the reddish brown, but like the true like just brown. Do I have my Derwent? What you call it? That's my tool yard. Where's my light fast? Right here. So like these browns, like the seaweed color and the forest. So it's probably gonna have some of that, and maybe some chocolate, but not these type of browns. It's gonna be more so along the lines of this dark type of brown, like this lynching green that I never use, probably that. So once I get majority of the water done, then I'll move on to picking the colors for that, because I'll probably bring this to work with me this weekend and see what I can get done at work. as well. Um, I'll probably bring this one and the other one just in case I mysteriously get bored at work for doing both. I need to do more in this book. I also have pages that, ooh, this is a nice one. I can't wait to do this one. I just don't know what I'm going to do with this in the middle, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anywho, I'm going to bring it to work and work on it there as well. But I want to make sure I have the colors picked out for these and then at least the background. I'll probably do the background tomorrow. At least I'm going to pull out my acrylic bottle of gray that I have, and then I'll see if that's something I want to do, if I want that texture. Because I really don't want to do this all in pencil. So I'll probably do Albrecht Dürer or Neo colors. And then over top pencil is what I'm thinking. But anywho, that's all I have for you guys. I'm going to head out here. I'll let you guys go. I won't bore you to death. And I will most likely be on tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow after my battle with the closet. And depending on how much I have left on this page done, I'll probably pick the colors out with you guys tomorrow for this, and we'll do the background. But I'm going to try to get some of this water done tonight. So that's it, I think. Oh, before we go, I found this Time magazine. It's a Pokemon Time magazine, and it's got Pikachu on the front. And then I seen this collect all the covers, and I was like, I need all of them. So if anyone finds, and I don't know what the other ones are, I thought, oh, I only found it because I'm on stream with you guys. But if anyone finds any of these other ones, let me know. I will definitely reimburse you for it. But I've only been able to find Pikachu. So if anyone sees any of these other ones, and it is the same magazine, it's just the cover. And I'm gonna put them in a little protectant thing. But if you see them, I will reimburse you for them. Please send them to me. I need them all. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. I don't think there was anything else interesting going on. If it is, I'll remember and tell you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Bye. Bye, Linda. Bye, View. Bye, Blue Skies. Dee Dee's already gone. Am I missing anybody? Everybody else that's watching in the background. Bye, Kim. Pokemon. Pokemon. Yeah, that's what my mom calls them. She'd be like, Jazz and her Pokemon. She loved her some Pokemon. I'm like, Mom, it's Pokemon. And she's like, that's what I said. I'm like, okay. You'll be out and about tomorrow. Okay. Okay. I mean, tomorrow is like my relaxation day, so I might be on a little longer. I'll go until my phone can handle it. Um, do some coloring, maybe some gaming. I know Linda's waiting on Zelda, so I might do some of that tomorrow too. Since I didn't do it on Sunday. Every time I get ready to do it, I like get sick or something crazy, so we'll probably do some of that tomorrow since I'm feeling a little bit better. And yeah, but I'll be on various times tomorrow. I'll say it that way. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.